In Chicago, Lincoln Park's Relic House was an odd little cottage built with materials salvaged from the Great Chicago Fire in 1871. Erected in 1872 by a man named Relic House served as both an unofficial museum and memorial for the fire that forever changed Chicago's history. The walls of Relic House were charred stones and iron taken from the ruins of structures that had crumbled in the fire. Layered into these walls were the eerie fire-marred remains of everyday items. Pipes, horseshoes, porcelain doll heads, a sewing machine, coins, and teacups were all testaments to the items and lives lost to the blaze. In 1890, a restaurant serving German fare expanded Relic House. Eccentric items like a stuffed shark and deer heads were added to the walls of molten artifacts. Was Relic House Victorian TGI Fridays? Speaking of Victorian, adjacent to the restaurant, a tiny but immaculate example of Queen Anne architecture was built on the corner of the property. It served as a private lending library. If you'd like to go see this historical, educational, albeit wonky little house, too bad. The city tore it down and put some condos there. Currently, that intersection looks a bit more like this. Kitty corner from the site of the old Relic House, one fire relic still remains. This finial was one of a series of 24 that sat atop Chicago's courthouse. The night of the fire, the courthouse bells rung for 5 hours until finally the cupola collapsed. A few blocks south on Clark Street, you'll find the 22,000-pound molten remains of a hardware and cutlery store. The relic was recovered in 1889 when excavation was being done at State and Randolph Streets. In order to fuse metal like this, the fire burned at 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. You can still see nails from the hardware store. For more relics from the Chicago fire, stop by the Chicago History Museum right next to the boulder.